Hello, everyone. It's January 10th, 2024, and I'm just going to do a little stationery haul. Stuff from Christmas and one or two things afterwards. Just gonna go through some stuff, fun stuff, and you're probably familiar with a lot of this stuff. So let's see. Actually, we're just gonna quickly look at some inks. I asked for a couple inks. My kids like, what do you want for Christmas? And I gave them a little list, and they were very generous. I got a beautiful bottle of Diamine Oxblood and a bottle of Private Reserve Avocado. Now, I did do a video on this last year, avocado. I had bought a bottle, and I had gifted it to a friend, but beforehand, I did a little sample. I tried it out, and I really liked it. And I went back to get a bottle at the bookmark, but they had been sold out. And then I've been meaning to pick it up for myself, and I just didn't get around to it. That's life. So what do I have? So yeah, it's a beautiful green ink with almost a bit of black in it in some way. I'm terrible at opening these things. Private Reserve, they have these, you know, rather sturdy little bottles. Big plastic cap. I like the caps in these because I'm getting old and I just reach in and it's fairly easy to open. And as you can see, it is full to the brim and I have made a mess. It looks like it leaked a bit. Now, I don't have anything here to do a sample with, or do I? I'm just reaching into a drawer. I'm pulling out this. Anyway, like I said, I had this last year. I did a video on it. And it's a beautiful sort of dark green avocado color. And I loaded it up in my, this is not a new pen, of course. This is an old pen. I loaded it up in my Pilot Vanishing Point. And it's really quite nice to work with, write with. Beautiful pen, beautiful ink. So Private. Now, avocado, it is, I like it a lot. It's a nice dark green. It also has, some nice shading to it. Yeah, I like it. Anyway, and the other one I got is, right, of course, the Diamine Oxblood. Now, two of my favorite colors from, actually three of my favorite colors from Diamine are Ancient Copper, Blood Orange, and Writer's Blood. And this sort of works along that line, Oxblood. I'll have to do a video of all those inks that I really like from Diamine, those reds, and I have a lot of red inks. Well, not a lot, but I have a few red inks from Diamine, and the question is, are they alike? Are they the same ink? Are they different? I would say they are completely different inks, and it'll be an interesting thing to do a video on that. I should do that. Anyway, so this year, or last year, I really did get into green inks a lot more. I've always liked green inks. I've always liked red. My favorite ink last year was probably a blue ink from Tumbling Time Blue from Ferris Wheel Press. I haven't done a video about my favorite inks of 2023 yet. I probably should do that. It'd be fun to look at how my tastes have changed. I put the Oxford Blue in this lovely little pen. It's a Magnum from Diplomat. It's one of their probably their cheapest pen, and it's a beautiful little pen. I'm very impressed with how well this writes. So I'll have to do a video on that too. I haven't done that yet either. Talking about pens, yeah, that's my most recent pen. Or actually, no, that one's from Christmas. I did get this little vintage Sailor recently too. It's a Sailor pocket pen. You can't have too many pocket pens. Uh, I have a silver version of this. I should do a video on those too. So this is a little Sailor pocket pen, and it's a very fine nib. Um, nice writer. It has a cartridge in it right now, and it has Sailor Blue in it. When that runs down, I'm going to put I don't really, well, I don't use a lot of cartridges, I should say, but this one only fits a cartridge. Um, so when that runs out, I will clean out the cartridge. I'll use my ink syringe, and I'll put a wetter ink in it, I think, or a darker ink, like maybe a Oxford blue, or even avocado could look really nice in that too. Ox the oxblood would look really nice in that too. Great thing about black pens is they go with everything. Let's see what else. This is kind of rambling along. This is a cute thing my daughter gave me. I'm a huge cat person. I love cats. We have a dog too. I love the dog. Don't get me wrong, but cats and our personalities just line up. And I love cats. And so she gave me this little post-it note sticker, and it's just a little kitten, and it's the Japanese stationery. So Japanese stationery is just fun. I love Japanese stationery, and it's always nice to have little post-it notes or stickers, or whatever like you call that. I'll make use of those. Another thing I got was this little pen holder with a strap. If you have a notebook and you want to take a pen with you, you just put that over your notebook, and you can slide your pen in there. There's a little strap here, so you can put a little pencil or something in there. Let's see how it holds. Or you can even drop a pocket pen in there, probably. Yeah, so you can close that up, and you have two pens. This just drops down like this. I don't know if you're getting a very good image of that. It's made of heavy canvas. Actually, that works really well. So if I'm on going somewhere and I want to take a couple of pens, I can just stick them in that, and they don't scratch. That holds them very nicely. Actually, you could probably put quite a few pens in this thing. I hadn't really noticed. I had just thought you could put one or two in there, but you could probably put a bunch of pencils in there, or whatever you want to go carry with you. And that works very nicely. Yeah, I like that. I like the zipper. Very good. I like this little flap. Nice color. Yeah, so it just goes over a bookcase like this. Just put it like that. I'm just going to zoom back a bit. Yeah, so it goes like that. Carry that. This is a nice little notebook I got. It's from Midori, Japanese company, and it's the world Meister's Note grain. I think, what is grain? Grain employs recycled leather meticulously manufactured by workshops in Valencia, Spain, with the fiber taken only from cowhide. The leather boasts rich coloring and warm texture. So I'm assuming that. Oh, so the cover, even though at first hand it looks like it's plastic, it's actually sort of a leather fibers. So I hadn't really looked at that. Very nice, very soft. It says grain. You open it up inside. There's a cardstock cover. So this is a nice little notebook. Midori, lovely paper. Then it's broken down. You can use this almost like a planner in some ways, or you could just make, like a bullet journal. I love notebooks. I will make use of this. I'll probably carry it around when another one runs out. But what I like about this is, actually, what I really like about this, and this might be what I set this up as, is just a little notebook I can carry around for artistic purposes. I'm a painter, I'm an artist, and picture framer, stay-at-home dad, and pen fan. But sometimes when I'm thinking of ideas. Like I do a lot of sketching, but sometimes I also do notes, like a series of images will come to my head, and I write them down rather than sketching them, and or titles for paintings, or I see or hear something, and you know, I think, oh, I should save that, so I could write these on, on these little areas, on these papers, these lined papers, but at the back there's a cream colored blank pages. And I think I could use these quite nicely for sketches, thumbnails, little ideas like that, notes, of course. And of course, the other nice thing, it has the card backing paper, and there's another page right here. So it's very, very durable, and I really like it. Yeah, so I'll be making use of that. I really like it. Other things that I have here, I have a nice little Clare Fontaine notebook, lined paper. Clare Fontaine is a French company, and I quite like their paper. I haven't done a lot of videos about them, even though I have several notebooks on the go with Clare Fontaine. And it's just, I like that pattern. It's a beautiful notebook. It's just a simple little paper cover. Lovely paper on the inside. I usually use dot grid, but this has a lined paper, and that's perfectly fine. Sometimes I don't use these necessarily for journaling, but I do use them for thoughts, and or going to a meeting. I'm a picture framer, so I do a lot of, when I meet somebody to talk about things, I often write down quick notes about what we had discussed, about what the job would be and what the color of the frame would be, papers, what they want done, etc., etc., etc. So I'm often using different notebooks like this. I have an endless note leather cover that these will slide into too. So as they get filled up, I will replace them, and I'll probably stick something like this in it. So that's very nice to have. Beautiful. I love the cover. I like pattern. I'm a big pattern person. So the other thing I got is this nice little Lystrom 1917 sketchbook. Haven't even opened it up yet. Lystrom 1917 dot journals, or dot matrix journals, are my favorite journaling notebook. And I have I probably have too many sketchbooks on the go. I have them on my work table, and I have them around. And actually, can you have too many sketchbooks? I don't think so. More the merrier. Anyway, but Lystrom, I love Lystrom. Beautifully made. There's this nice little elastic here that you put over it. You can keep the sketchbook closed. You open it up, and it has blank pages. Of course, at the front there's like a title block where you can put your name and contact information, or the year, things like that, just as you store these. The other thing I like about Lystrom is they provide all kinds of little notes, information booklets, and things like that. Now, as you open it up, it's stitched bound. The other thing I like about it is they include a little bookmark, a fabric bookmark in the page, and it lies nicely flat. And beautiful pages. More stuff here. They give you these little title blocks. I really love these. And I actually put these on my journals, of course, and I often use them on other journals that don't have these. So you can put your name here, and on these ones, these go on the spine, these long rectangular ones, you just pull them off. And you can put the date and general information and stick it on the spine of the notebook. And if you put it on a shelf, you'll be able to know what year and what was going on, etc., etc., etc. The other thing I love about Lystrom, and I wish all journals and notebooks had these accordion folders in the back. These are great because sometimes I get a receipt, or I get a little note from somebody, or I get a card, or some kind of a little piece of memento. I like to put them in there, and you just stick these things in here, and etc. Right. So yeah, I love the accordion folder on the back of the Lystroms. I think every company who's making journals should include something like that. I have actually made these myself to put on notebooks that don't have them, just to have them, because I've really come to appreciate these. It's a great thing. Anyway, it's fairly easy to make them too. You use some heavy stock paper, then you just glue them on, and that's great. Anyway, so there you have it. It's not a huge haul, but I am very happy with what I got. It's I keep adding inks to my collection. I should do a video on my favorite inks, of course. But actually, I should do a video comparing these red diamine inks. I love Diamine. It's a really great company. Anyway, I hope I haven't taken up too much of your time, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, I ask you to subscribe to the channel. It helps. Any comments? What is your favorite ink? What new pen have you gotten this year? Can you have too many notebooks? Answer that question for me. I do read the questions. I have fallen behind on responding to them. I'll try to catch up. Anyway, thank you. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.